Just turn your mic up.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Aftercast. This is the Late Night Transformers show. I'm your host, Victory Saber 77. I had some work done on my face, and so
Looks good.
it does. My wife really thinks I look good, but we have a good show for you today. We have some new faces in here, and maybe we'll get an old one, Dakota. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Ugh. All right, there we go.
What does that even
So, I can breathe now. But the Aftercast, we're going to do like we normally do. We'll get into some hauls, introductions, all that type of stuff, and do a little bit of screen sharing, and then we'll do some personal life experience stuff, and that's about it. So, all right. Thanks, Dakota, for showing up on time. You son of a bitch.
I know. I always show up on time. So.
All right, so we'll start off with, well, the first person on my left happens to be Mr. Chris Barrett Prime. So you're going to start us off. You are the new golden child.
Yes. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and all that jazz at Barrett Prime. Nice and easy.
Awesome. Going to BotCon too.
It's like I've been trying to plan it for like last 4 or 5 years. I've always wanted to go to PotCon, but now I'm actually going. It's like 2 months away, and yeah, I feel like a little schoolgirl. And it's quite fitting, seeing that if I do end up going as Rave, I can kind of make the full circle. So yeah.
Right on. Just try not to squeal on the show, all right?
Yeah.
Just don't... Charles, what is up, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus4Prez.
Awesome. And we have someone new here, Chris. You were actually okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for being on. Would you like to shout out any social media things that you're on?
Yeah, actually, I'm on Google Plus, so I use my real name. So you can always find me on Google Plus at Chris Mitchell. I am there, so I have the same picture on all my stuff. So.
Cool. Awesome. And Dalton.
What's up, everyone?
Little D. What's up, man? Where can we find you?
You can find me pretty much everywhere except for Russian Mail Order Bride sites at Dalton Eats DFs.
Get on that.
I gotta sign you up for one of those.
No thanks. No,
You just
no.
open yourself up for that.
Yeah.
All right. And you too are going to BotCon.
Yep.
Right on. Josh.
What's up? You can find me G1 Hexatron everywhere except for the Facebook page, the G1 Hexatron, and I'm also going to BotCon, but Dalton signed me up as his minicon as his son. So,
No, as a sibling.
or sibling. Okay.
Sibling. Oh, damn! I didn't know.
So didn't
cool.
want to pay that extra $100, man. So I
Oh,
was like, Dalton, put me under a family member, under your son if you got to.
That would have been great. Junior, get over here. Where are you running off to? Daddy's stuff. Right on.
Gotta hold his cane and stuff like that. With Transformers.
Gosh. And Lauren, Triple Change Octane.
Yeah, I don't have, I maybe have future plans to get involved in all that social media, YouTube stuff in the future, but not now. I tried Facebook once, but hey, I accidentally friended all the old ladies, and well, that was it. Forever.
Nice. Right on. For me, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, VictorySaber77. You can find me on Facebook, the VictorySaber77. That is where you'll find the link to the live show right now. So if you guys want to join, go to my Facebook page, click on it. Make sure you have a Google Plus account. We're not tech support, so I'm sorry. I mean, hopefully you can be able to get in. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, if you're on your phone, maybe that's a little bit different. You have to go through a little bit different process. But we would like to have you in here. We're just going to be talking about some nerdy stuff. This is a little more relaxed environment. You know, I could do the whole parental advisory, you know, explicit language and all that, but we're just gonna kick back and just shoot the shit, basically.
Viewer
So
discretion is advised.
yes,
Yeah.
due to explicit language, parental advisory. Is
You
it
don't have some tight ass hosts, man. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Little off the
Dakota?
cuff.
Dakota? Bastard.
Yeah, Dakota.
Stupid ass primal cast. God, I hated that. It's like I was in church all the time. He's got to still be in line at Taco Time. I swear to God. Or Taco Bell, I don't know.
Taco Time.
I don't know. Taco someplace. Taco Del Mar. All right, let's get into some hauls. Chris, you haven't been on for a while. That doesn't mean that you get to just say everything you've been getting for the last month or so. So,
I'll say like all the the biggest mentions. I managed to get Devastator, and I love him. He's awesome. I don't really care about all the hollowness about him. Just epic. I like it. I got Giga Powers Gutter, which I thought Quake Wave was the best third party I've ever had. No comparison to this guy.
which one did you get?
Oh,
Metallic or Chrome?
Looks like Chrome.
Chrome, good job. Yes,
All
that's
right.
right. Nice.
but oh my god, it's so nice, so shiny. Got Magnus as well, and he's probably my favorite masterpiece I've ever had. I didn't realize how heavy he was until I lifted him up. I was just like, oh, holy shit.
You have Star Saber?
No, I haven't got Star
Okay,
Saber.
so I'll give you a pass then. All right. That's
Oh man.
Do you have any MP10?
Oh yeah, I've got. I mean, I don't know. I think with MP10 because I've had him for so long that it's not very worn off, but it's not as like awesome. So I don't know. I get giggity
The
with
honeymoon
Magnus.
is over type thing.
Hmm?
The honeymoon phase is over type thing.
Yeah, it is. The honeymoon phase is over. So I don't know. We might start seeing other people. We'll see.
Cool.
I got DC collectibles, stuff like Batman and things like that, and other random bits and bobs. So yeah, those are cool stuff.
All right.
Always wonder what the bits and bobs are.
Yeah,
Like he's just gonna show us a bowl, and it's like just
knickknacks are in there. It's like, yeah, that's what I picked up. Cool. Charles, you get anything this week?
Not yet. Hopefully, we'll have next pretty big next month.
Awesome. That's cool.
Oh, nice. I showed up in time for halls.
Yes, you did, bastard. Chris, anything for you?
Nah, not really. I'm just kind of waiting on the MP hot rod, so I'm just waiting on that. But yeah, I haven't gotten any new hauls or anything right now. I'm a big model builder, so I'm big into Gundam and stuff like that, and I haven't really got anything new on that side either. So we're just kind of waiting for the next couple of months.
Cool. Awesome. Gundam builder. Nice. I don't have one of those in here. I mean, Josh kind of dabbles in it, but
dude, I've got like 4 sets that I still need to build.
Yeah, they do. They are definitely time consuming, but if you like that kind of stuff, I mean, they're really cool once they're all done. So.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do it because I have one of them's the larger version, the 144 of the SD, so I can take some father and son pics. But I've had these since Acon of last year. So.
Jesus, dude, you still haven't put some of those together?
No.
Oh,
And
don't
every
worry.
year we go to Acon, I keep on buying them, and they just keep on stacking up.
Yeah, I hear that. Like we, especially a lot of Gundam builders, they tend to have tons of backlog. So if you've only got 4 or 5, that's actually pretty good. I mean, most of us got at least 20 plus sitting in the closet that still haven't been built. So.
Oh wow.
Nice.
You'll
Dakota,
get there
we're
one
gonna-
day, Josh.
We're going to move on to you now.
To me?
Yes.
I picked up the Telemoped Dinobot, which was huge because some of you may remember what happened the last time I spent money on one of those. I bought it from someone someone overseas, and they sent me a Fox Kids Dinobot. Paid like $85 for it, and I was none too pleased. But I only paid $40 for this, and I got it. I'm excited. I'm happy. My season 1 Maximals are complete.
It's awesome. I saw that. The guy was selling a Cheetor too, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, dude, he had.
Cool.
I think he had all the Telemokas, and all I saw was that Dinobot, and I was like, yeah, bot.
I thought of you, but I was like, you know what? I can't break the streak of that double punch that I didn't tell you about, so I can't message him about this.
Double Punch and Scissor Boy. Don't
Oh
forget
yeah,
about the
Scissor
Scissor
Boy.
Boy. You didn't even tell me about it. You just picked it up. You just sniped it from me.
I just got. I was
oh,
like, yeah, I
dude.
got Scissor Boy, and you're like, what the hell? I'm like, yeah, mint box, dude, mint seal box. I know.
You know, I paid $50 for my Scissor Boy. You have any idea? Like, the dude had it listed for $100, and I was like, maybe.
Yeah, that is. It's nothing special, but if you know the character and you know the hunt to trying to find the correct one, because you can't be satisfied with the power pinch. No, you need the Scissor Boy.
No, you need not only the Japanese box, but the Maximal rub sign. The Predacon rub sign just won't work.
Yeah. Anything else for you, man?
No. Yeah,
All right.
keeping it light.
Should I skip Dalton? Dalton, what'd you get, man?
Goose egg.
Well, I guess I should have just skipped you. Yeah. Any future stuff, or are you just saving up BotCon and all that?
Do you
Mostly
get
saving
any
for BotCon.
gas this week?
God.
Are you asking he has gas or he got gas?
Either.
Either. All right.
Just
We'll move on to Josh there.
All right. Well, I ended up getting the Star Wars Force FX, the metal version Kylo Ren lightsaber that I'm going to be customizing. And I got the DC Collectibles Icon Series Blue Beetle, so I finally decided to go ahead and get that. And I got the Batman animated, or the New Adventures Batman, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Killer Croc and Baby Doll.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not a fan of that Killer Croc.
Nope, me neither. In fact, I really don't even. The New Adventure stuff, I'm not really that into it, but I'm collecting it all. But it's the animated series that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Jesus, like Dakota in his
What?
picture, his profile.
You just saw it, didn't you?
Yeah,
What picture? I didn't see anything.
the one that was established
Oh, okay.
47 seasons
Yeah.
ago. Primal Selfish Production.
Anything else for you? You get any gas?
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I got a couple of new Kylo Ren shirts, and that's it. So
Cool.
just got those few things.
Nice. Keeping the Kylo Ren dream alive.
Yeah, these little, they keep on coming out with these little chibi Kylo Rens, and I just keep on buying them.
All right.
I've got like over 10 Kylo Ren T-shirts already.
Okay.
I have a problem.
It's all right.
I got problems.
We'll get into that later on the show. Lauren, anything for you?
No. Well, I just second everything that's been said. I in fact just went to Walmart and I did not see any of those first order Kylo Rens. They're nowhere.
Oh, you need one?
Well, I mean, I was thinking of getting into Star Wars, but I mean, I just dropped by and just noticed that there were none there. Oh, also, most Walmarts don't sell worms, in case you wanted to know that. That too.
I'll pick up a 6-inch Kylo Ren if you need it. Just let me know.
All right.
I'll pick it up, and if you need it, then I'll ship it out.
Cool.
Because Walmart just restocked Wave 1 over the past few days.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Lucky.
Mine's got Jack.
They have Jack?
I have Jack.
That's not a character in Force Awakens.
I'd like a Matt. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Is that one of the Resistance troopers? You just named him Jack?
Jack.
No.
Your name is Jack now.
They got nothing at my store.
He names the Resistance fighters Josh, Dakota, and Jim. There they are. All right.
My character always dies because of you.
For me, Player Kai, got Wonder Woman today, and I got Darth Vader. And that's about it. I don't think anything else. So.
Your wife did not like the Wonder Woman?
Well, you know, if you're looking at that thing, you're like, hey,
You
I
should
don't know. You tell me.
put
Oh,
that
it's the
fucking up in
nose.
the
It's,
kids'
it's,
room, man.
So,
The little saber, he'll like that figure.
Little Saber's doing the little like Christmas story lamp. No. But no, it's a good figure. You have to be careful with it, just because you can there can be chipping and stuff like that. But it's not too bad. It's one of the original releases back in the day with Batman and Green Lantern. But that Darth Vader, holy shit, that thing is nice. I mean, yes, it's not the same as, you know, the movie and all that type of stuff. It's a, you know, reimagined look, but oh my god, that thing is nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I peed a little when I got it. I'm like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool. But sorry. All right, moving on to some screen sharing. Oh, what is we doing here? Right here. I hate doing this. Let's see. There. Stop sharing. No, go back. Present to everyone. So there's my little whatever thumbnail. Thought it was kind of cool. You got to see a lot of characters. You get a Predator back there. You get, unfortunately, the movie Transformers, but it works and such. So
You had Samus,
Dead
you got
Space and
Isaac.
Metroid.
try
Yeah, I
and
was only-
name
I was
all the
only able to,
characters
like,
there.
Point out like 4 characters that I knew. The rest, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter.
Boba Fett.
That's just cool. So, all right, moving into my plugs. We have the Cybercast. If you guys haven't seen it after the show, go check that out. Episode 136 we just did. And then, hello. The show before that, we had Pete Sinclair on talking about BotCon. Definitely, if you are thinking about going to BotCon, go check out that episode. Is 136 in video form yet, Josh?
Oh, probably.
Probably. It'll be in video form once we're done here, so definitely go check that out. Give it a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Next plug, Enter the Realm show, Mondays. Did I? Something? No. Okay, good. Enter the Realm, episode 29, this Monday. I think they're going to have a little bit of a invasion. Definitely go check that out, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday on their YouTube channel. And they also have some other shows. We have Figa Bangin' with Mr. Ace Milo. Check that out. Airs Wednesdays, once a month, once a quarter. Don't know, but it's pretty sweet. They just did Sun Surge. Our Northern Warrior Tommy Barricade was on there, along with Asian Kid Matt, and Jabatron was on there. So it was a pretty good show. Really liked it. So go check that out. And they're close to 300 subscribers, so go over there, like their stuff, subscribe, all that. And we're going to move right into my little segment, the WTF WTT. If you don't know what that stands for, ask your parents. They'll know.
I know what the first 3 stand for.
Yeah.
Can you help me out on the last 3?
What were they thinking?
What?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dalton.
So we first, and this is going to center around the Combiner Wars crap for right now. I say crap, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of this, but first off, Slingshot. We all got Alpha Bravo first off, and then we're like, okay, where the hell is Slingshot? But if you're not familiar with the comic book, you know, he was kind of just dead in the water. But we bitched enough, we got him. Guys were happy with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it was a Hasbro Asia. Same thing with Wild Rider. Cool.
Didn't
No,
Amazon release those though?
He was actually at Toys R Us too, and Big
Yeah.
Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, they all had those, but the one I got at, what was it? Big Bad Toy Store was in the Hasbro Asian packaging. So, unless that's standard to have multilingual, like Japanese and Chinese and stuff on there. But we got Wild Rider. I know you like off-road, but this was nice. We got our own molds, but it started the trend. Lo and behold, look, Groove. We got a Groove before the little guy. the Legends class. You can stick it on his, what the hell? You could stick it on his chest, Hotspot's chest and all that, but we actually got this character. The actual full, molded Groove. Now, does this kind of
Did the
upset you
United Warriors
guys?
come with a little groove?
No,
Because I
I don't
know,
think it did.
they came with Power Glide and Blackjack, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think they
You know,
did. Because
the
Bruticus doesn't come with anyone.
No,
the first two are the ones that I was like, I was happy, but also kind of upset because I was like, this is what you should have done from the very beginning. But they were also just they came with new heads, but they were repaints. So I was like, okay, so they're just gonna repaint ones that already exist and give them a new head. So whenever it came to Groove, I was like, they should, and you would think they would, but maybe they won't because there's not one that they can repaint to be a motorcycle. Then,
Yeah.
so I could see people buying, the way that they already came. And then when this got announced, I was like, okay, people have a real reason to be pissed about this because this is 3 in a row, and now you're proving that, hey, we'll even do the brand new mold for it. So now, why not do it from the very beginning? So from that point on, you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. That leads us to what we talked about on Cybercast. Blast off. This seems odd that they're continuing the trend. I mean, we're going to look at this and then we'll get into this after the screen sharing because this is all I'm screen sharing. This royally pisses me off to the point that I'm like, it's like, what do they think? We're just stupid? I mean, like, well, they're just going to buy this and then, it wasn't even that far away. I mean, Bruticus, the whole Combaticons came out, in December? And then all of a sudden you get this picture. At least Groove was a little bit longer of a wait, even though we kind of, knew about it a little bit ahead of time. But still, this is just like just kick me in the balls, why don't you? I don't know.
Well,
and then I have to buy a box set and all this other type of
crap. I think for what it's worth, because it's all, Takara is releasing these. I don't know. It becomes that point to where is Hasbro doing a better job or is Takara doing a better job than Hasbro? I mean, yeah, you got Slingshot and Wild Rider out of Hasbro Asia, but that's it. You didn't get Groove. You're probably not going to get Blast Off. It's all a Takara thing, which is unfortunate. But I mean, maybe Takara or Hasbro will release those molds. Maybe not as those characters. Maybe as those characters. Hasbro's pretty shisty about that. But that's why I was saying earlier, Takara just trumps Hasbro, and it's, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Takara used to be the forerunner of, we knew they're going to have better paint apps. We knew that. It's just wait. Now they're going to have better, they actually have new molds. you know?
Better figures, better mold choice. Yeah, it's,
Well, Chulala, he says, I think you're acting as Takara and Hasbro are the same company. No, that's not what we're saying.
No, we're not saying that crap.
But they're so close that it's not like Takara's doing this, and whenever they come out with it, Hasbro's like, what the hell? Really? I mean, they knew that was going to happen. And they are given access to molds and stuff like that. So they can get those molds and do it the right way for these fans. But they knew that they were going to be able to sell those first ones, and people want to complete it right then and there, and they're going to be able to sell another figure. That's all it is getting you to buy another figure.
Yeah. What it basically... Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what it basically is where you got KFC, if they're still called Keith Fantasy Club anyway, is when they had the Transistor, the blaster, when it came out with the first version, where they came out with the first version, and then they have the one that everyone wants, the normal version. It's it's that, but on a much douchier scale, to be blunt. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, we expect it from Keith Fantasies, KFC, in a way, because we had 4 versions of that Transistor. Like you said, you had the first one, then you had the second wave that had a better rewind. It was molded plastic instead of paint. then you got the twin cast, and you got the actual real one that everyone wanted. But this is just odd that Hasbro and Takara, either they don't like each other so much that this is a way of just like upping each other instead of just like paint apps. We're gonna go the whole route of doing a new mold in all this, and it's just odd that maybe if Hasbro would have known that, they would have maybe like, okay, we're gonna maybe not push this so fast and maybe wait for that to come out, or vice versa, or I don't know. It just seems like it's a big FU to the collectors out there.
Shame. I think upping each other implies that at some point Hasbro upped Takara, and I take offense to that. But I don't know, man. It's, you know, I've always noticed Takara always gets stuff second, and that could be their way of like flipping Hasbro the bird.
Yeah.
By doing that, you know, and I don't know. You know, there's no telling what the Hasbro Takara working relationship is. I know both companies design certain things and do stuff, and they obviously have access to each other's resources. I mean, we see, you know, Fun Publications has access to all the Takara stuff. They use Takara's factory, but they're a Hasbro licensee.
Yeah.
So
you see it with the Masterpiece too.
Yeah, I mean, Hasbro,
Yeah.
I think, outdid Takara in the Masterpiece when they released MP10 as a Toys R Us exclusive. Also Soundwave. But, and then we had
Definitely
Thundercracker in the MP11 mold before, you know, Takara got it. It just seems kind of odd that you would think a company that should be very symbiotic, you know, just going hand in hand, is very like, okay, we're going to do this. Okay, well, we're going to do this. We'll meet in the middle, but we're going to do, you know, it just seems odd. And I don't know, it just seems, you know, it's more prominent with the Combiner Wars. I mean, are we going to see this shit with the Titan Wars? Like, we kind of got into it with the whole, like, Headmasters. And, you know, you might be right. Maybe Takara will finish off all of them and give the bird to Hasbro and say, you know what, hey, we did all this. Neener, you just go and do this, or we may give you the mold, or, you know, whatever. You never know. But it just seems odd that now in the back of our head, you know, for me at least, from my personal experience, I think of third party. Okay, third party's going to give me a really good product. Kind of what I want. Is it official? No. But, okay, what is official going to give me, and or who's going to give it to me? Is it going to be Hasbro? Should I wait? Go the Takara route? And then you just start spending so much money. I mean, those Unite Warrior gift boxes are not cheap, okay? Just to get that one mold.
Yeah.
Well, that's why, man, I think patience is a virtue. Oh, what's up, Trent?
We can't hear you, man.
Trent?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying, yeah, then you got the import fees, afterpay, or gift tag.
What? I think he said something about import fees, and he said MP.
He was talking about like the import fees for the Takara stuff, but I don't know, man. If you order smart, like if you're gonna order Takara, like you should definitely order it from an overseas, like HLJ. That's where I got my Black Arachnids, and you know, it's all about the current dollar exchange rate. That plays into it. You know, shipping wasn't bad at all. But Transformers and Hasbro and Takara, it's all about patience, I think, because you know, Takara's proved kind of time and time again they're going to do it right.
You know, speaking of this, I put it in the chat here. Nick Brammer says Combiner Wars has kind of soured me on Titan Returns. Do you guys feel that way as well?
Yes and no.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, potentially we could end up with the same problem that we've had with Combiner Wars, and that's repaint after repaint after repaint after repaint.
Yep, exactly.
We
know what Hasbro's capable of doing.
Yeah, that's what has me kind of like iffy. But then there's, you know, that played a whole lot into that gimmick, where everything could combine with everything, and then I mean, in Titan Returns, yeah, there's that gimmick where like all the heads can be a head for everybody, a face, whatever. But I don't know. I have higher hopes for Titan Returns because I think they look better, but that's about it, honestly.
Yeah, and I've said this before that I really hope that Combiner Wars, the reason why there were so many repaints is to kind of help fund the next project. So because there's a lot of leeway in Combiner Wars. To where you're making Hound out of kind of like the Swindle mold, and you're wanting to make a maybe a Prowl out of the Streetwise and stuff like that. Stuff that it's like, okay, I can see that. Whatever one you wanted to paint it as and say his name was, like, you could definitely see that as that character. But when you're talking about headmasters, exclusively the ones that are actually supposed to be headmasters, those are individual bodies.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you need to get more money out of it and you need to do mind wipe, and then you're like, hey, we're going to repaint them something different, which isn't going to be that far from what mind wipe is, and you have to call them Rat Bat just so you can try to sell something else, whatever, But I want to see at least the original 7 with the headmasters in there.
Yeah.
And so if Combiner Wars, you got all these repaints to help at least pay for some of the bill for the next one, to where we're like, you know what, they're just going to have to eat it on this, and the next one they're going to get it what they want, then I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. But, I mean, when we saw Jinrai, how many of us thought, oh, are we going to get Japanese characters? I did at first, and I was like, oh, no, this is Hasbro. What am I thinking? This is not going to happen.
One can hope.
Yeah, one can hope, and it would be cool, but, I really do wish that Takara would come in and, like, okay, we're going to do Minerva. And finally give it to us instead of having the latest incarnation was what? Is that the BotCon Build-A-Figure?
Yeah, the animated.
2011.
The animated?
Yeah, the custom class. And it wasn't even available. It was over 120 of those things, and like that was it.
Yeah. And it's extremely expensive. It's almost as expensive as getting the G1. So it just makes sense that that they would do that. I mean, it kind of goes into my next topic of Toy World doing. It was Toy World, right? Doing the Ramjet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that? Usually it's the other way around at times, or usually it's a lot sooner than close to the release date of Takara's Masterpiece line. But we know we're getting a Ramjet from Takara. We knew that. We were kind of excited. I was excited because it's like, okay, finally. Just the thought of getting the cone heads complete here soon, probably, most likely we're going to get them. It's going to be awesome. Just like I think hopefully someday we're going to get Skywarp and Toys R Us.
I think it's going to be a 3-year journey to get Skywarp and the other 2 cone heads.
Oh yeah, lots of drinking, medication, a lot of stuff to go through. But I think it's going to happen, and that's cool. But now Toy World comes out with their version of Ramjet, which is cool. We get an option. And a lot of people, we had that one person that you said on Facebook said it's nice to have options. But why didn't you do this prior, several months beforehand? We've known about Ramjet for what, at least 4 or 5 months? We had the little teasers and stuff.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of like, I don't know, to go head-to-head at the same time seems kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, how do they think that they're going to compete with their original, with a licensed figure?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not only that,
No,
but
No, Ramjet comes out next month.
theirs is the Toy
Really?
World one looks like the classics design, but in masterpiece form. Whereas I know a lot of masterpiece collectors that I talk to, they're like, well, no, I want what I saw in the cartoon, and I think Takara's looks like it's stepped out of the animation. I just think, I don't know, man. Like I'll still say I think Ramjet was a stupid idea for Toy World to do. Like
No, it definitely was. I mean, we should have gotten our Stealth Bomber Megatron. That never happened.
And it's shit like that got iGear shut down. So I don't know, Toy World. You feeling ballsy?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
to a
again,
point is past.
there's so many characters, there's so many designs out there. Even bringing up, like Stealth Bomber, Megatron. I mean, there's so many things out there that's available for you to rip off, and you just keep on doing the same shit over and over. Like we just looked at so many Devastator figures, and y'all been making Devastator figures for like at least 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, it seems every single year for the past 4 years we've been looking at Devastator figures. And like y'all all decided you want to do Predakings at the same time, and just every single time you're always wanting to do all the Insecticons, Reflectors. It's just
Dinobots.
go
Yeah.
Dinobot. Oh yeah, Dinobots. Go do your own thing. TFC. Going with Lyle Kaiser, that's the smartest third-party business decision any of them's made so far.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or Mastermind Creations sticking with the IDW type themed characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll move forward. They're doing stuff off the cuff. They're doing something that no one else is doing, and they're also getting into either comic stuff or Japanese stuff, to where they know that, hey, a lot of these other companies, they might not be ready to touch it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I totally agree. You have so many characters out there. You can find a niche group that's gonna buy it. But I understand, like, if we come out with, we need to come out with all these, like, Infernos, Hellfire, whatever the other one is from Ocular Max. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, they look really nice. I really like, and I'm a fan of Make Toys' Masterpiece line. Anything that Make Toys does, I like, or Maki Toys, whatever you want to call it, Maki Toys. But it's just it's a good company, and they represent. I'm finally glad that I think we saw some pictures of their. They were supposed to release their own version of the Optimus Prime that everyone uses from Falls. What was it? What fucking thing was it called? It's called something. But
on this show?
I'm saying it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, anarchy.
But I can't remember what it was. But they, how they started with Nova Prime, or their Hypernova, that they had the original bot. They made it themselves. Then you got the trailer kit. Well, they're supposed to go back and redo Optimus Primes, I thought, as its own original, their own interpretation of him.
That's right.
But I like the fact that they're doing that stuff, and I'm off topic, but I like their rendition. Fans Toys does a great job. I think everyone else needs to kind of, I don't know, slow down maybe, or DX9's also good, or X-Transbots, because I think that one Galvatron looked really freaking nice.
And then you've got Bad Cube, which is doing pretty good.
Bad Cube's stepping it up. They're brawny. Sun Surge I haven't picked up yet, but their brawny's nice.
I would like to get their War Dog.
And War Dog. And you just have to be accustomed to their, paneling. Some people are complicated on their, transformations. But I just feel like, why not break out of the mold? Make Toys they're doing the Headmasters. That's awesome. Takara's never going to touch that, I don't think. And they're also doing Blanker, or Point Blank. So Target Masters. Awesome. I don't know why we haven't gotten a Jazz. That Transform Rollout, are they still in existence? I mean, anywhere?
They haven't.
What are you eating there, Lauren?
Milkshake and French fries. I'm sorry.
Dude, I saw the milkshake. I was like, damn, it's like 10 degrees outside.
I'm freaking hungry.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, but just I don't know. Why can't they choose other characters? It doesn't have to be Japanese based. I would be fine with that, but I don't know. Jazz. We haven't gotten a Jazz.
Yeah.
Give us a Jazz.
Trailbreaker.
Trailbreaker.
Someone was asking about that last week. They really wanted a troll breaker, so.
I love the Trailbreaker.
It would be nice to, if you just thought about, hey, let's just finish up all the cars from season 1, season 2, before anyone else does. We'll come out with a Trailbreaker. Instead of, we're going to come out with an Ironhide. Hey, guys, let's do an Ironhide. Yeah, let's do an Ironhide, too. They're going to do an Ironhide. We'll all do Ironhide, and they all suck ass. Okay?
It's like they all get into this like AOL Instant Messenger chat. They're like AOL 4.0 because that's all they got. That's what they got accustomed to. And they're just like, all right, guys, what are we going to do next? How can we flood the market?
Yeah.
What kills me, man, is they somehow have like this special formula. Oh my God!
Whoa. Who's just getting
Somebody's cell phone. I think there was
Sorry,
somebody's cell phone.
sorry. If that was my message tone, then sorry.
No, that's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
because they all have.
Yeah.
Usually we have cats being tortured on the show, but not like an actual like human
Yeah,
scream.
yeah, Charles.
That was a
Leave those
goat
cats
scream.
alone, Charles.
I'm by myself. What are you talking about?
Well, you're
All
always
right, Charles.
there's always like cats in torture chambers in the background at your house.
Freaking Saw or something.
Not hearing anything.
Yeah, he just like gathers like a bunch of cats from the alley.
I'd
and
like
says,
to play a
"Wanna
game."
play a game, and he puts like 9 of them out there.
If you step into this kitty litter, you will find that there's 5 keys in there. Find them first before you will explode.
Sammy, don't you dare talk about Bun's hide, okay?
Bun's hide.
He's a beautiful toy. He's going to be a glorious masterpiece.
Here's the thing: do we like it just because it's official, or do you like it because
Partly.
it's designed the best out of all the rest of them, regardless if it's official or not?
Yeah, that's true too.
All right.
I'd say yes to both.
Yes on both of them. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And he's going to be the best as far as quality goes too. I just wish he would have some skis under the
the sled.
little
Yeah, sure.
sled. Yeah, instead of just setting on the ground.
Have the one little skid and little sets of treads.
Yeah, why not?
You know what? Also, I mean, what's the? This is something I don't know if you have it planned or if you want to, take a back seat for a little bit later. But
No, we can do it right now. Let's do it.
or,
What do you got?
there's a lot of people they love to hate on the masterpiece because they love to love third party.
Yeah.
Because James, you collect masterpiece, you collect third party.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I used to do both, and now I'm all about masterpiece. But now I look at those Make Toys Headmasters and Target Masters, and like you kind of got me, it's like, look, man, those look really legit, and you're probably not going to get, like, we'll be in nursing homes by the time they get around to them, so like, we need to
That's true.
like, jump on them, so I'm thinking,
Well,
like,
we'll be in
whenever I
charge of
free
your,
up
like,
some money,
fortunes.
that's what I really want to do is, like, get on in that line with you. So, I can go both ways. I always joke about third parties and stuff like that. Just because I like to, bust people's balls at watch and stuff. Because I know just 80% of them love third party stuff. But they also love masterpiece. But there are some people that are just hardcore third party, to where if there's an official out there, they'll automatically look for what's wrong with it. If it's a third party, they'll look for, hey, this is why this is good. I don't understand that. Like, is it like I gotta hate the big guy and support the little guy, or what is it?
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
like
it's just
comparing
personal
the
preference, I
Ford
think.
to
That's
Lambo.
what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Chris?
I was just saying, it's like comparing like cars. It's like comparing a Ford to like top of the range Lamborghini. It's like, well, if you're paying that amount of money for it, then obviously yes, it's going to be 10 times better. Why would you even compete on looking at the Ford in the first place? It's
Or
super.
You buy a Walmart
lines.
bicycle's better than a Ford.
Well, I'm talking about masterpieces. So I mean, I'm not talking about like whenever they did the comparisons where they were like, well, here's the Toy World guy that's $100, and here's the Combiner Wars Devastator figure. It's like, okay, those are miles apart, but they're also different price ranges, But it's something whenever it comes with like third-party masterpiece where it's like $150, $160. Then you look at the masterpiece for Takara and it's $150, $160, maybe even $200. Those,
Yeah, like-
those
The Shockwaves. That's a good example. Or the Galvatron's coming out, but we have at least we know there's an official Shockwave coming out. So price point's the same. You can take your pick and all that, but I mean, I'm not an elitist when it comes to third party. I like it because I don't want to wait around, and I like what they're doing. I don't like the fact that the prices are being dictated by dumbass people out there that think that they're worth that much, and by the companies and all that. I don't think nearly any of these third parties figures are worth the amount of money that they come out at. Should they be the same price as an official masterpiece? I don't know, because some of the masterpiece figures suck. Tracks. I don't care. I hate Tracks. I think it's garbage. It looks good in its alt mode, but in his freaking robot mode, it's a piece of shit. And unfortunately, Road Rage is the same. But I don't know. It's personal preference. Third party's good if you have the money, because when it's all said and done with, if you ever have any inkling of like, wow, I have a really cool shelf, I'm looking at it, and it's like, not one of them is an official product. But to me, it is. So, to
Oh
each his
yeah,
own.
I mean it's all about the the collector.
Yeah.
What it's into.
Yeah,
There's
it's pretty much.
there's just kind of like hate towards stuff and more favoritism towards stuff. Like I think that if you put two products right there, you didn't say which one is official, which one is third party. You're like, which one do you like better? Then
He
there
gets
would
it.
then there would be some people that would be like, I like that. They choose, back and forth. But if
Yeah.
you're like, this is official, this is third party, a lot of people are like, oh, well, third party,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. As soon as one of these third-party companies can design a Beast Wars figure, that's
Perfect
I
effects.
mean, yeah, there was
Leonidas.
Leonidas,
Yeah.
but that's not really a Beast Wars figure. If you catch what I'm saying, the fur, the textures, the lines,
Fur.
What?
I mean, it looks great. It doesn't. It's all just a bunch of sharp. It's just angles. That's all it is. Just blocky angles.
He's a robot
if-
for me, so
Same here.
Oh God
Alright.
damn it! Am I still a robot?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
All right. Let me know whenever you guys can understand me.
Nope.
All right,
It
kick
ain't
him, Jen.
far.
Kick him.
Bullshit. No, don't kick me.
All right,
Don't
kick
kick me.
him, Jen.
You can't come back in if I can,
Oh, we'll leave.
unless I
Okay.
Yeah, something
Am
started.
I a robot?
No.
All right. What I was trying to get at was, Leonidas
here
looks
it
really
is.
awesome, but fuck, are you fucking kidding me?
You're just messing with him now.
Josh, you're a dick. Leonidas is a bunch of like angles and like blocky shapes. He looks great, but that's all it is. There's no beast texture. It's not like, you know what I mean? And until one
Yeah.
of these companies can do that, because I mean everything they do is 3D rendered on, a computer. There's no hand sculpting that really goes into it. That's what I was just trying to get at.
I'm surprised no one's actually attempted to tackle it. I mean, considering like this year being all years, but I don't know.
Considering it was Beast Wars.
There's no money in it. That's a sad thing.
I mean, you say
Nobody
that.
wants that stuff.
You say that, but
J1.
we've got Primal, and then we have like 3 other rumored Beast Wars masterpieces lined up.
So
That's
yeah,
it.
no, and that's good. That's good, but I mean, how long has the masterpiece line been around?
Who started this rumor? You?
And don't get me
no,
wrong.
me.
I mean, you have more masterpiece figures, or at least you're gonna have the same amount. And if you say we're gonna get more Beast Wars in the masterpiece line, that's cool. But I mean, I only have one Japanese character. I have Star Saber. That's it. So
I mean,
that I want.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you
but-
can count Sound Blast and all that, but I don't really
but
care.
it's rumored that in 2016 you're gonna get Victory Leo.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. See,
It's
Dakota?
also
I can
rumored that
start
you'll get
rumors
all
too.
7 headmasters too. in
Yeah.
the Titans war.
Yeah, and I'm getting all 7
Who's gonna
headmasters.
start the
Dave just
rumor?
told me it was a rumor, so I'm gonna believe him.
I'm just saying, man. Keep now. We were just talking about this on the Cybercast.
No, we
you
don't
have
talk
your
about
hopes.
rumors.
You have your hopes set high, and then you're being a Jame right now, Josh. That's what you're
Just
doing.
bam, it's
All right.
gone.
Just point out your
There's a rumor
so
that
I can shoot them out of the
Force 3
sky.
is coming, but it will be directed by Michael Bay, and it's going to be in movie form and all that, live action.
Masterpiece Metal Hawk in
Hey, how would you take that, Dakota, if Hasbro decided that we're going to do a Transformers, but we're going to do a Beast Wars movie. Michael Bay is going to direct it. You're going to have the same kind of aesthetics as what we've already gotten in the 07, but now they turn into animals, obviously. Would that tarnish your perspective, or just?
Oh no, I would absolutely love it, because I'm not a bitter G1 fan. I'm okay with where they take Beast Wars because they turn into beasts.
Shots fired.
In all fairness, there's like the beast aspect of it. If you look on the last movie with what was the wolves called? What were they called? Yeah, Steeljaw. I mean, as beasts go, I mean, they didn't look too bad. I mean, so yeah.
And Steeljaw was a Decepticon.
Yes,
and
he was.
there were multiple of them.
Yeah.
See,
Hasbro's
Michael Bay
obviously
screws this movie. He screws the movie up so much, man. He doesn't even know what's an Autobot or a Decepticon.
Decepticon.
I.e.
exactly.
bitter one.
Bitter
fan.
G1. Are we
All right.
nostalgic over to the point that we're just become bitter?
Okay, well, I mean, what if Michael Bay does the same thing to like a Beast Wars movie, and he's like, does the same thing where he's like, all right, let me draw a name from the hat. Okay, the monkey for the Autobots is going to be Tarantulas. Okay,
Because-
it's just
okay,
keeps on drawing and giving them random names.
Again,
things that they're not to be.
let me use the example of I'm not a bitter G1 fan. I'm still gonna get that thing as a toy, so of course I'm going to take it.
Take anything you can get, right? It breathed new life into Beast Wars. I mean, that was apparent with the 2007 movie for Transformers in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only positive that I like about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unfortunately, that didn't happen with the Turtles because the Nick Turtles, I think, took care of that. The movie really didn't need it to bring that back.
Watching the latest episodes of Nick Turtles, because it came back on.
Mhm.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, here comes the hate mail.
no, we won't do anything. But I mean, I'm kind of like I'm not excited to see Turtles anymore. It's like I still watch it, but it's like I'm not excited for it. I'm excited for Rebels.
Yeah. The Turtles is dragging it out like they did when they were on the farm. Like, when are they going back to New York? When are they going back to New York? Even though some of the episodes were really well done, I think. But this is getting to the point, like, when are they going to save the Earth? When are they going to save the Earth? Oh, April's in her yellow jumpsuit. Oh, that's kind of cool. When are they going to save the Earth?
This last episode, it was a filler episode. You knew it was a filler episode.
Is that the one when they're in his
Mikey's
mind?
Yeah.
That sucked because the neutrinos, they totally screwed the pooch with them. Neutrinos to me were those punk kids, right, from the original movie, or original
Yeah, they
cartoon,
were in
remember?
that Cadillac or whatever.
Yeah. These neutrinos were like little, like, deathmongers, little dudes that went into Mikey's mind and started tearing up the place.
Like androids from when the day the Earth stood still. Basically. Yeah. So
that was pretty crappy. Spoiler: no one saw it, but whatever. We can get into some spoilers.
I'm watching Transformer Prime again, and I think I'm at like episode 24 or something like that of season 2.
Spoiler: Bumblebee gets his voice back.
And watching it, like, I'm having a lot of enjoyment. Like, I'm laughing at like every single episode. There's something that you literally laugh at. Whether it's the way like even Jack's mom comes in. It was like, "Where's Optimus Prime?" And it was like, "Oh, he's out." And like, "Oh, and I wore my heels." Like just little bitty stuff like that you're like, "What?" The way that RC treats Jack like that's her boyfriend, but also son. It's just little.
Wow.
It's just.
Or
It's funny, the little things that go on that you kind of pick up on. They're really quick. Those are the things that I think are funny, not like drawn out jokes and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Jack's walking across the street. He's like, "Damn, she's fine," and then RC runs him over.
yeah, like she gets a little jealous and stuff. So, but watching that again, what would you like to see Transformer Prime come back, even the way it ended, but it like kind of has some type of resolve, and they try to bring that back because man, that Transformer Prime was awesome.
So discount everything in RID. And
Yes.
then start it from the
I'm sorry, James.
the one
but
episode.
Get rid of your RID.
No, that's fine. I haven't watched RID for a while now, so.
I'm just saying, dude, man, there was so much more room to grow in such in a much better direction than where RID took it. Oh, dude, I would kill to have Transformers Prime back.
Do you think if the Beast Hunter toys would have sold more, they would have maybe kept it going?
I think if more than two of them would have made it into the show, maybe. Because at first, when the Beast Hunter stuff came out, I was like, oh, they're all going to get new designs and this, and then the only one that got a new design was Prime, and smokescreen change colors, and like that was it.
Okay, I want to insert this real quick comment. Tool says the adult comics for Jack and RC are pretty good. The adult comics.
you would know.
Yeah. Kiss Players 2.
Dude, Tulala gets into some like dark stuff, man.
Wow.
But Transformer Prime, that's something that I think still a lot of people you could bring, even if you wanted to bring it back, even though it's been off air for a while, for a few years, you could bring it back and people could, pick right back up on it again. Because it is on Netflix too, so you could rewatch it, get back into it, and I think it could be successful. And you even have another new generation plus us, that generation that it was meant for, and then also us adults as well that would be like, dude, yeah, this was a good show. Just like Thundercats, the newest interpretation of Thundercats, that was a good cartoon as well. But the toys didn't sell. They sucked.
So here's a question. Would you rather have Prime or animated make a comeback?
Prime.
I'd say Prime. Like I like the figures for
All right, Derek J. White. Boom, you're gone.
All right. I like the figures for animated better, but I've never made it through a single episode. I've watched a couple like half episodes whenever it was on Cartoon Network and I had it, and I was like a little too kiddish for me, but I was just getting right back into Transformers at that point, so I needed to see it from the very beginning.
I'll say this for animated, man. Animated really, it has, as far as the show goes, it has a lot in common with Beast Wars, I think, in that the first season, it takes a minute for things to, kind of get off the ground, but season 2 and season 3 are awesome. And animated, I think, had some more room to grow with. We gotten the season 4 that we were supposed to get, but I think there's just more opportunities with Transformers Prime than there is for an animated season 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Derek J. White, he even told us that he had a lot of stuff planned for season 4, and even showed us some stuff and some concepts that he hasn't shown anyone and revealed. Still, I was trying to talk about. I was like, "Hey man, if it ever comes back, I get my animated 6-shot."
Yeah.
I have him. So.
And he
said he was working on the design for animated 6-shot too. So.
And you look at the BotCon 2011 stuff. That was like season 3.5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got
the Stunticons.
And Derek J. White played such a big part in that set. His designs, his drawings, he was very heavy-handed in that, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But I think we need more Transformers Prime than we do animated.
True. I mean, I'll agree with you. I mean, it's the closest thing we've gotten to a dark Transformers series so far.
Yeah.
And well written, and actually have the nostalgic feel of the voice actors coming back and reprising some of the roles. And
As
such.
far as animation or CGI stuff, I think you're going to captivate more audiences as far as age groups go as well.
Oh yeah. And it was ballsy. I liked it too. They actually took a chance in killing off Cliff Jumper that was played by The Rock. I thought that was great. It's like, wow, all right, right out of the gate. Just
right.
like
The Rock isn't going to be the
with,
center of
Prime.
attention.
Yeah.
You thought he would. I mean, all this with RC and everything, and like, nope. And then it just totally messed with RC. It's just like losing a partner, and she becomes close to Jack. And triangle with Arachnid and all that. Great.
And
great
speaking
drama. Oh my god.
Speaking of Arachnid, man, she had a very dark role.
Yes, she did. Very dark.
Oh wow, yeah.
Especially what she did to Breakdown. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Well, then later becoming like the perfect zombie con.
Yeah, taking out all the Insecticons.
Don't spoil it, Dalton. I haven't got to season 3 yet.
It's a 3-year-old show.
I'm so rewatching it, but I'm rewatching it like I'm a noob.
Oh god, no.
Okay. What about this, Jane?
Yes. What about it?
Let's take it to a line and possibly even a series that was canceled. Transtech.
Okay.
Boo.
But does anyone know anything about it? So that could
we looked at some stuff before.
Know enough to support it.
I've only seen some of the concepts. I've only seen like some of the concept artwork for it, but I know it's take place in like a different universe or something like that.
Oh, follow up to Beast Machines.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
It would be cool, but like you have to remember, like Beast Machines, at least for me, when it first came out, it wasn't popular. I was like, I don't care about Beast Machines. Then I finally put some effort and time into it, and I'm like, okay, I actually like this, and I think this is really well written. And it was like a sleeper hit for me. But I don't know if you could get enough people to get behind the Transtech.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be the original. The original idea was it being the follow up to Beast Machines, but then you see where Fun Publications takes it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can go in a couple of different directions, but just those sort of designs.
I would love to see those designs in animation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would love to just see a Wreckers team, whether it's the actual Wreckers or the Beast Machine Dinobots, or some team that goes off world to just blow shit up. And we get to see their trials and tribulations of just going through becoming this team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A little more darker version of animated.
Something that doesn't have like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee in.
Yeah.
I mean, at least as they can be there, just not as main characters. And I think there's a lot of good storytelling and for things to thrive with not having those two characters.
Something in the future, maybe like several years in the future, with them dead and gone. No chance of resurrection. Nothing. That would be cool.
Millions of years in the future.
Yeah, something.
Do you think they would ever actually do a Transformers series without Prime or Bumblebee, though?
Oh, hell no.
I've never seen that.
Nope.
I would love that.
Not in the U.S. anyway. I mean, Japan does it all the time, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, even then, Transformers Go, like, Optimus was in there, like, at the end.
Yeah.
But I mean, which still, he wasn't really a main part of Go. So...
Just keep him as, like, a reoccurring or... Just don't even have him in it at all.
Maybe he shows up for like support every once in a while, but You know, that's like that's like Headmasters. Headmasters, there wasn't an Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You know.
In our adult Kiss Player movie. Come on.
Yeah, Jim. I don't even
We're
know.
not into the what's it called?
For,
Hentai or whatever.
and
Yeah.
Chilala,
No thanks. You're on your own there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
put it this
so,
way:
you know,
they tried with RID without having Prime. Is Prime just being that ghostly figure? And it came down to the point where Prime is now back in the show, or he's got more of a role in it. So I don't think it would ever work not having Prime. They'll never do it because that's their cash cow.
Right.
They'll get rid of Megatron, which I think is dumb, but they'll always have to have a Prime.
okay, so we know that Hasbro's working with Machinima to do this whole Titan Returns, Combiner Wars thing, animated series for their show. I haven't heard anything as far as like release date or when that supposed to be streaming anytime soon. Like I haven't heard anything for a while. Am I just like not following the correct news sources? Because I thought I was following all the correct ones, but I haven't heard anything. Anyone else?
Nope.
No.
Nah, I haven't heard anything.
Last I heard was either at New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, one of the two.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Tell you, dude, Last Stand of the Wreckers, animate that, gold.
Oh, I would just like to see an animated Cup movie. That would be great.
I just want to see a movie where he's just telling, or a series where he's just telling stories to the Dinobots. You know?
Yeah.
And
Storytelling with Cup.
It shows the story. You know, it's kind of like a Princess Bride, where it's the old man. He's just telling the kids this story and stuff, and it kind of transitions between the story, you get to see it happen, and him actually telling the kids. So I think that would be a good animated movie for Transformers.
I would kind of just like to see a different interpretation of the Headmasters. I think the Headmasters, because the Transformers line was going out back when when Headmasters was just getting going. So I would like to see a different interpretation of the Headmasters, and if you put in the Godmasters and all of that, I think that would be really cool. I think it deserves another crack, at least in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should do an SD Transformers like they did with Gundam. Remember that? I mean, there was an SD Gundam show.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, there was an
I
SD
need it.
Gundam show.
You didn't see
Yeah,
that?
there's
So Fox
there's
Kids
plenty
on
of SD
Saturdays.
Gundams out there, man.
Dude, because I want a little chibi Transformer cartoon. Like they're all like little babies, like Muppet
Superhero
babies.
Squad,
Remember Muppet babies, but they're Transformers.
Muppet Babies with the
The
nanny.
closest we'll get is the
Unicron,
Q
Unicron.
Transformers thing.
Yeah, dude, there's Q Transformers. I mean, it's in Japanese, and I don't think there's any
I
subtitles.
want to
out there,
see.
but-
Is it animation or is it comic book? I thought it was just comic book.
I believe it's.
I think it's on Kiss Anime. I'll go look it up.
Oh, Karyudu, Kari, stop what you're doing.
Well,
Stop
they're
showing the
They're
Beast Wars.
little.
With that
It's
Beast
not like
Wars
a
2 stuff and work on it.
It's not like a full-on cartoon. They're just little shorts right before the advertisement of the toys or the game.
Oh, okay.
Karyudo,
Yeah.
please don't stop working on Beast Wars to do that.
Beast Wars, start working on that. Nice.
Hey,
Let's see here. Yes.
you still have
Josh.
like the question that we talked about on Aftercast, but Chris
Question.
mentioned the question. Do you think the '80s kids are overly nostalgic compared to other generations? Is it a good thing? Why or why not? I don't know if that's what you had next, or if
Sure, we can talk about that.
Okay.
So the people who haven't answered that question, I want at least a 5-minute speech. Chris Barrett, you're up first. Do you think the '80s kids are nostalgic? Your reasoning why or why not?
I think, 80s people, they are nostalgic, because, well, one reason, it's because
They
I
had the
personally
best
think
stuff.
that they're closer to the age of 40, so they're getting into the midlife crisis stage. They're getting on a little bit.
Bastard.
I mean, that's
That's what I'm talking about.
Kick 'em!
us youngins, we're still,
Just because I use
here.
a walker doesn't mean.
You want to know? So I don't know. On like a serious note, that could be a possibility. But it was just so much stuff in the 80s. It's just going to cartoons, going into toys. It's like toys. You don't see toys being made like what they used to. They're not like solid chunks of metal and kind of thing because of health hazards. Kill people with it, obviously. Yes. But yeah, I don't know. I can't give like a short, just normal answer. It's just, I think that I'm nostalgic for 90s because 90s was like iconic because of Batman and like all the gritty stuff and like Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z and all that. I think 80s, I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know, random stuff. So what you grew up with, I think it doesn't matter what year you grew up in. And of course, everyone's going to be nostalgic to their own age group. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got that's pretty much exactly what I was going to say. I mean, whatever you grew up with is pretty much what you hold on to.
But
And
do you
that-
think we're nostalgic, the 80s kids?
More than what you are is the thing.
You think we're batshit crazy?
No,
That's what we're trying to say.
no.
We see you as a future projection of us, kind of thing. Yeah.
All right.
Well, Chris Mitchell, he's actually, he's in here, and he's the one that, posed the question on Facebook. So, what all were you trying to get out of, the question,
Well, I mean, because actually, the article that I was reading that actually made me think about that was it was actually more technology based, but I applied it according to like all the stuff that we grew up with because we just had so much stuff back in the 80s. I mean, and we were kind of like the first generation that really got marketed to by companies because like before, even though they had like toy guns and stuff like that for kids, they weren't really targeted. Like they weren't allowed to do that. That was against the law. So like when Reagan repealed that thing where they could actually market to children, that's when we got the big boom that we had. So I mean, we had He-Man, we had Centurions, we had Stonewalls. We had all this stuff, and I mean, like, I guess, like, because I do know some people who are younger than me, but like, they don't seem to have as much grasp on, or they don't really hold on to stuff the way like us '80s kids do, because like,
So they're not
talking
intelligent.
yeah.
And I got the answer to that too. So. I always try to save. I always try to keep a little gas in the tank for Aftercast when we hit these topics again.
Yeah, I mean, like, like talking to, like for me, it's unfathomable that someone hasn't watched Transformers the movie. I would be like, I can't even talk to you. I mean,
And you're saying the 86 movie.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
What other movie was there, really? I mean, so. But I mean, that was ultimately what I was just getting at with the question. I mean, I thought that it was. I just thought it was an interesting topic, and I had never really thought about it until I read that article. So.
All right, yeah. I mean, if there's several of you guys that you need to answer, but if I can cut one little thing in there, just cut one little thing in there because I've been saving it.
Like some other people, man. All right, hurry up. Go.
All right,
go.
I think that when did toys dominant in the 80s? They were good in the 90s, but when did video game sales become dominant? It was mainly
80s.
in the 90s whenever you saw the peak popularity. It kept on getting higher and higher.
When did Nintendo come out?
It's high now.
That was like '80s, bro. But it was like the early '90s is kind of really when the video game industry like took off.
Like when you saw a huge peak where it was going like this and then like boom went up. So there are more.
When did the
kids
PlayStation
from
1 come out?
Hang on a second.
That was like '95, I think.
Yeah, I would say 95 is...
Okay, so 90s a lot of the kids from that generation, they're gonna attach a little bit more with video games, than they are regular just action figures and toys, which we had to deal with. We still have video games, but they weren't at that point in technology, so we related more with action figures.
The Commodore was great.
Okay.
Let me
love the
rebuttal
Atari.
with that.
Okay, and same thing. If you look at now, what do you think kids today? You see them all on their like I remember
Tablets
I was
crap.
like 18 or 19 when I had like a pager,
Right.
and like you had to hit me up on my pager, and then I had to call you back and stuff like that. Now this like 6-year-olds that got like iPhones and stuff like that, so they're all used to technology. And now if you asked them, hey, do you remember those Combiner War figures back in like 2015 or in the 2010s and stuff? They'd be like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, So
Is there an app for that to look up?
yeah. So it's a little bit. It's a lot more technology based. So they're less involved with action figures and stuff like that. So that's what I'm kind of getting at. Is I think that 90s is whenever it took off a little bit more. That's whenever it was going up, but then it like just spiked up in the 90s.
It's because it's competition.
Question though,
So.
you brought. I mean, you kind of brought video games in, and that's. How many 90s kids ever stopped playing video games and went to go do something else or went on to something else? Where it was kids that played with toys in the 80s, evidently, I mean, they kind of left that behind, most of them did, and then found something else to latch on to and went from there.
That's why we're nostalgic and we went back.
Yeah, 90 kids, we just never stopped. We were just like, fuck this is way too much fun.
Well, it's the peak of technology.
Right. I mean, like, because when we were coming up, we didn't have the internet. Like, the world was a very small place back then.
Yeah.
Now, like, there was no, like, I didn't even know
catalogs, newspapers.
Right. That was the only way that you could really like having a show at your fingertips was totally. I mean, like
Sears
depending
catalog.
on where you lived in the. Depending on where you lived in the country, you may not even get the same shows that someone else would get to. Where now you have all
that's true.
You have all that stuff at at your fingertips. Like I didn't even know what Japanese Transformers were. I was like, there was more to Transformers.
Then
yeah.
After
Like
the
we didn't
third,
know that. So, like I know that took like '99. So. It was just a very different place, and so, then finding out about Brave and all of that, big ups to James on that. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't even know what Brave was. So, I think it was, it was just a very different time, and I think that's the reason why we are more nostalgic, because we didn't really have technology. We see both ends of that, to where, we had life before the internet and before video games, and then we have, and then we're grown when we're during the internet era and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, it's like for me.
You're saying that you guys went into shock? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, back when I was a kid, we had anime, but at the time it was just a cartoon. And I'm talking anime like brought here from Japan. And I'm not talking like Astro Boy, Astro Boy, Voltron, but it was like Star Blazers and then Robotech. And it was like the first time we actually like saw death on a Saturday morning cartoon. I mean, yes, we saw it in the movie Optimus. That was an iconic character and all that. But I mean, we saw Roy Fokker die. We saw a lot of people die in Star Blazers, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! Whoa, the guy's dead. I mean, and he's not coming back. There's no chance he's coming back. And it's all centered around war, and it's like G.I. Joe, but but darker. And then in the mid '90s to late '90s, we got Toonami, we got Cartoon Network. I started, for me, getting introduced to anime. Dragon Ball Z was on Saturday morning cartoons, like I don't know what channel, but it didn't do well until finally it came on Toonami. And I'm like, what is this crap? Why are they on this planet and they're still screaming and it's supposed to explode, but there's like 17 episodes worth of it? Like,
3 episodes. It's like
what's going on?
Oh, dude, but it captivated you, like 'cause I grew up, man, I remember seeing Dragon Ball Z come on. I only saw it come on at night because they'd play it, during the afternoon whenever you get off, kids get off from school. But I never did come straight home. But I'd catch it at like 11 o'clock at night and stay up and watch it. And
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was crazy. I was just like, I was just on edge. Like, dude, every
Gundam
time this guy
Wing.
screams louder, he gets stronger.
Yeah, I know. It's like maybe if I do that, but no. But
Then you just get a headache.
Yeah.
like my hair's not getting longer and not turning yellow. What the hell's going on here? But even Gundam Wing becoming extremely popular.
Yeah.
And then we got an influx of all these model kits. I'm like, that's
Right.
something that I wasn't accustomed to. Like, okay, cool. We're in Toys R Us, model kits, all this type of stuff. And it was hitting pretty hard. You saw sections in Best Buys, even Targets, that actually had anime they're carrying. Nowadays, everything's
Speaking of
internet-based and stuff. But
Speaking-
yeah, what?
Speaking of anime, I noticed that was like an explosion of like these anime and Japanese memorabilia sitting in stores and stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where
you kind of had a
the model kits.
Yeah, you got like a new resurgence of anime back into U.S. because it kind of went away in the mid 2000s. So actually, that's one of the things that I really like to that I'm glad is coming back because like in the 90s, like anime was like super violent. So you have stuff like Guyver or
Yeah.
You got Jay, Gungrave, a lot of the violent
Ninja Scrolls. I mean, like
Ninja Scrolls.
Dude, those
if you have not seen Ninja Scrolls, you are doing yourself a disservice. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, nowadays it's all Funimation. Funimation, because of the Dragon Ball Z line, they have all the other lines now that Geneon used to do, but they don't do anything anymore in the States. ADV's gone. It's all Funimation.
I think there's like 2 or 3 that are in competition. It's Funimation, Crunchyroll, and one other one. I mean, they're not doing too good though. That other one isn't. But yeah, I mean, Funimation just kind of like started buying all of it up.
Yep.
And dude, they made a freaking empire on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
Well, apparently, like dealing with the Japanese companies, apparently, like is very difficult to do. And as far as why anime died in the mid 2000s, I mean, a lot of that had to do with how they were trying to market. They thought that the same business model that they used in Japan was going to work in the U.S. and it didn't work. But I am glad that they are trying to give that a second chance. So, that's cool.
It
It's
also
not as
doesn't help
expensive either. Thank God.
that
The
guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the guy that runs Funimation. His uncle is like real high up over at Toei Animation, and that's how they kind of all got in bed and were able to do all that as well.
Right.
So it's one of those, it's who you know.
It's good. It's like our BotCon hotel. It's just all getting
Don't.
Well, I know, like back I know, like back in the early 2000s, like I was trying to get a hold of the Japanese Transformers. I was trying to get a hold of Headmasters, Master Force, and Victory and Zone, and like those were almost impossible to find. Like the fact that those even got released in the U.S., I'm just so amazed by that because, like, you had to pay like hundreds of dollars for these bootleg copies that were, had the horrible dubs on them. It was horrible. So like the fact that we actually got the Japanese Transformers in America, I'm just like, I'm over the moon about it. I pretty much watch it every year, all 3 series. So I'm really glad that they were able to do that because I'd never thought in a million years we would ever get the Japanese Transformers here in America. So.
Yeah, that's the nice thing too, and that's one of the things that I always bitch about. How it's like when people are looking at Japanese, like, well, who's this character? I don't know who this is. Well, you've been exposed enough to it now that you shouldn't be like, this isn't something I've never even known and all this type of stuff. Well, but you got the internet now. You got all this kind of crap. My print settings wouldn't let my. All right. What are we sharing here?
I don't know, man. It gave me a 500 error or something like that.
All right.
Wait, what now?
Laura's trying to share
she's
like
Transformers.
some kind of like I don't know, like hentai stuff or something.
Wait, that's hentai?
No. It's the cute Transformers, Josh. Yeah, I mean, I saw Kiss Anime and I was like, wait a minute.
What? I
Well,
didn't even
yeah.
click on it. I saw
I
Kiss
go on there.
Anime and something like Kite and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, what is this?
All right.
Why
Well,
is
Yeah,
that
okay,
should
so I'm
just
seeing
be
these
the
that weird,
Transformers, but
Steve.
that website is full of creepy, pedophilic incest. Ew. That should not be. I mean, that's just cute Transformers. But no, I don't watch anime for a reason.
Let me see.
Well,
Let me see
you
some
need
of
to
the.
watch some good anime, not this.
Wait, what?
Here's some of the ads down here, and I'm already.
Oh, hey, what's up with
already
that? Did we just turn into an NC?
Whoa, okay. Yeah.
No, those are just the ads. Those are ads, but I'm not sure what's going on here.
Okay, well, yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I mean, I could talk about what we saw, but it'd be spoiling. I don't know if I should get everyone a week on the DC TV's shows that have aired.
Well, did you guys see the new Suicide trailer? What did y'all think of that?
That was good.
Yeah,
You know-
it was good, yeah.
That's the first time Warner Brothers has, really got my attention since
Right.
the Batman movies in the '90s.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it looks really good from what I saw. I think Margot Robbie killed it with the
Dude,
Queen, man. She had me dying in that trailer. So
yeah. Jared Leto. I think Jared Leto is gonna make a good Joker.
Joker.
I think he's gonna make
yeah.
a great Joker. Yeah, I didn't know Will Smith was in it either, because I don't really follow the DC stuff, but
right.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna check out Suicide Squad.
You know
It
who
looks
we should
good.
have had as the Joker in the first place? William Dafoe. Have you seen like the mock-ups of him, like what he would actually look like as the Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Uh-huh.
He would be amazing Joker. He's like the right like hairstyle anyway, and just like the right kind of.
He's well, I guess he should
But-
be a little bit older than Bruce Wayne, but
But yeah, he'd be a little too old. But
he's a
he
little
would've been
too
good.
old.
Or at least in like I don't know. Oh crap. What's the animation movie that they did? Batman Returns, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Dark
maybe he
Knight
should be in
Returns.
something like that, or I don't know, like one of the older stories, at least.
What do you guys think about the Bruce Wayne Batman and the Batman vs Superman being older? I don't know if I like that. He's not young. They're trying to portray him more older, more gruff. Kind of reminds me of Dark Knight in a way, but
I think that's what it was
Well,
inspired by.
yeah.
I think
I think Batman
yeah,
vs.
but they're building
Superman
off
is
of it to the
inspired by it,
Justice
yeah.
League, and he's already
Yeah.
kind of older, and it just seems kind of odd.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point there.
Terry McGinnis, here we go.
Yeah, that would be awesome in Suicide Squad if around Amanda Waller there was like a Mr. McGinnis. You're like, oh shit, who is that? Oh, I wonder who that's gonna be.
You know,
is
I
it
mean,
dad or is it gonna be a family member or someone
there's, I mean, after this Batman, I mean, aren't you kind of like, okay, you done the Christian Bale, the Christopher Nolan Batmans. Now you're doing this new style Batman where you're gonna have all these movies linked in Justice League and stuff like that. You could still, with those going on, have a Terry McGinnis doing another Batman, and people are going to automatically see it, especially if you kind of link it in just a little bit, like giving a nod to Terry McGinnis, and have like 15 minutes of that movie, like, talking with this kid. And
Yeah.
kind of training.
Yeah.
Where you could go, that right there, 15 minutes of your 2-hour film could go spawn that movie, and Terry McGinnis will take off because there's Batman Beyond fans, and also it's Batman, and people are like, okay, so what is this about, So
Yeah, I'm just not sure if they would ever do that. I mean, I just don't see Hollywood trying to do a Batman that doesn't have Bruce Wayne. It just,
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
Yeah.
Not saying
man, Bruce
that they
Wayne.
wouldn't, but it might be a while before they do that.
or even
Think
if you
we'll ever
did
get a Static Shock?
even if you did a Damien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like there's several different ways you could do this. I mean, like there's I love what Warner Brothers Animation is doing. Have you guys seen the Batman Bad Blood yet? It came out a couple of days ago on DVD.
Nah, I didn't see
everything.
that yet.
I haven't seen it on DVD yet. No.
All right, well, I have, so I won't spoil it. But
Oh well, I know that a character dies.
they pick up stories
Right
from
off
some
of
of
the
their
sun.
other animation as well.
Yeah, it's a direct sequel from Son of the Bat, isn't it? Or no, Robin versus Batman or something like that. Whatever the latest one was. Part of
Yeah,
that.
so Damien's gonna be back in there.
Yep. And Nightwing.
Yep.
And a couple of new characters too.
Oh
And-
yes, I know the new character. Yeah, I guess maybe I've seen it. I don't know.
Oh, there's a couple of new ones. Nightbat.
Yeah,
Or-
that's
okay.
Lucius Fox's son.
Yeah. And
Spoiler.
Batwoman. Yeah. So. those aren't really big spoilers.
No, it's what it is. All right. Well, you guys want to talk about anything else? We have 22 viewers. We can go all night. I don't really care. If you guys want us to talk about some stuff, you can throw it in the chat. I'll start spoiling the hell out of Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow.
The first playoff game isn't
Superhero.
until 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So.
Yeah, go Cardinals.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
Cardinals. Yeah,
Um,
Cardinals and Broncos. I'll go for Broncos.
I'm going for the Patriots.
Well, see,
I'm not a
my
Man
nephew,
fan.
he lives in Maine, and the rest of that family up there is like huge Patriot fans, and I just want them to lose so that he's like, you know what?
right, Josh. You were right.
I could bring him to the Cowboys side, I tried
Until
to
they
make
get Johnny
Davis-
Manziel.
Dude, I will fucking hate the Cowboys.
I love bringing that up. Cowboys getting Johnny Manziel. You're like, no, I'm quit.
I'm still watching football, but I'm pissed every game that they have Johnny Manziel.
But you wouldn't turn into a Redskins fan
No,
or an
no,
Eagles fan or something like that.
No,
You would-
God,
okay.
no.
All right, just
God,
making sure.
I can't even stand to look at their fans.
What if Romo went to the Redskins?
Just don't even talk. I mean, that's like, what if your wife?
Remember,
cheated?
I burst that bubble. I'm just shooting that bubble of just like, oh man, no. Oh, he just put.
God, you make my stomach turn, man. I was able to drink like all night, but oh God, now
All right.
I don't even want to think about it.
Cam Newton becomes the new quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. I hate
As
that.
long as he quits his dancing, like 20. Look, dude, do your Superman thing, and then get on the sideline, okay? Des Bryant, do your X, get on the sideline. Quit doing like 20 different dances. You get a first down, you do like 5 dances. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's great.
I hate it too because they get penalties and shit for it, and they're like, dude, what? Des Bryant and Terrence Williams are like, what, man? We were just like joking around these other players and doing touchdown dances. Yeah, but it lasts 5 minutes. You got a penalty, man. You screwed us. We
Yeah.
lost another game because of you. I get so frustrated with sports.
Oh, I do too. I get frustrated with the Seahawks. Fucking assholes.
Also, I'm a Laker fan, and we suck. And I'm a Dodger fan, and we can't make it past the Cardinals, or we can't make it into
Can't get past the
World
Giants.
Series. Yeah.
You
And,
just have a tough
got
time.
rid of Green too.
and I'm a Penn State fan, and we suck because of sanctions. It's going to take us a few years to get good again.
All right. Let's see.
See,
Well,
football
also
is commonly known as
frustrated with me.
pigskin, and that's about all I know.
Yeah. Anything else, you guys? I never caused any problems there. Don't worry about that.
Well,
And-
whenever we end, Promise Abbott's got a really good video for us to watch.
Not again.
God,
it's-
my hands are gonna bleed.
No, it's the one with golden pits.
Oh man. Well, with that said, I guess we'll end it there. I'll spoil all the DC stuff next week. All that.
Hot girl
She
still
doesn't
sucks.
die.
So,
What sucks?
hot girl.
Hot girls. Yeah. Don't get me started on that. Freaking God. Legends of Tomorrow. I couldn't stomach that freaking ass. Self doubt.
They said that was the
Whiny ass.
CW.
WA. She's a WA man.
Whoa.
Whiny.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whiny ass.
No need for that kind of language, dude.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry, but
Legends
I
of
told
Tomorrow
Charles.
was the most watched Thursday night on WB in the past. I think they said 4 years.
What the hell's
That's
on
pretty
WB
sad.
on Thursday?
That Thursday night was the most watched.
Oh, Warner Brothers is really doing good things for themselves, huh? 27 viewers? That's
It's back
great.
in the Dawson Creek days, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. All right, well, we're going to call it quits there. Thanks, everyone, for watching live. I really do appreciate it. And watching in video form, give it a like. Go check out the Cybercast. Go give that a like. Go check out the ETR show on Monday. Go give that a like. Go subscribe. Enter the Realm. And go check out all these guys, too. Most of them have shows. I know, Barrett, you got a show. Go check that out. Subscribe. Like it. Dalton, you got anything new?
Dude, I'm waiting on Cartoon Mondays to come back, man.
It's dead.
Oh.
No, he was
Cartoon Tuesdays coming.
That whole anime thing I was supposed to do back in July, I still haven't
Oh,
even...
yeah. Where the hell's Full Metal Alchemist? I'm waiting for that. The Brotherhood?
I voted.
I think we voted, and you just decided anyways, I'm going to do Full Metal Alchemist.
See, voting really doesn't matter. No.
We should put a vote on Twitter for yay or nay to bring back Cartoon Mondays. We should do that. But,
I gotta get editing software. Is my main thing.
it's all good. All right. Well, outro now. Chris?
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, or Barrett Prime.
Awesome. You going golden ticket to BotCon?
No, I'm going Primus package. I was contemplating golden ticket, but I don't know. It's not. I know, like, what is the difference? I mean, we'll talk about it after. It's like, I know, like, the difference is like you get to sit down and eat with the voice actors or this and that. But I will literally just be going.
Awesome.
Just kind of dribbling over the shoulders, which what we discussed. So it wouldn't be too good if I did that. So yeah, I'll just stay away and not get the restraining order.
Okay. Charles?
Yep.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Optimus Warprez.
And what state are you in?
Louisiana.
And your address?
Social security
Just
number?
kidding.
Credit
Thank
card
you.
number?
Chris, thanks for being on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Where can we find you?
I'm on Google Plus, on Facebook, I'm everywhere. At Chris Mitchell or either season 2. I can't ever remember which one I used. So.
Awesome. And Mr. Big Convoy.
You can find me on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that at Primal Sabbath. Typically, stirring some trouble up on the website, on the fan website, so you can check me out there too.
Getting strikes.
Getting the strikes.
Awesome. Dalton?
You can find me on pretty much any social media at Daltonians TFs.
You have a Tumblr?
No.
Okay. So.
Good. I know you're not weird. In a bad way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to go into...
All right.
I was there for a weekend and I didn't even see the worst of things. But I saw some pretty bad stuff.
Oh. All right. Josh?
You can find me G1 Extron everywhere except for my Facebook page, G1 Extron.
All right. When you're going to change your name to G1 Kylo Tron?
I decided not to do it. I do need some type of animator or someone that can do graphics to make me a new thumbnail I want to make a consistent thumbnail for Cybercast, and also me a personal thumbnail. So
Awesome.
hit me up if you got the talent, and I'll tell you what I want. It's going to involve diapers, Kylo Ren.
Okay, creepy.
Yeah. All right.
Moving on, Lauren, where can we find you?
Oh, nowhere, and no, you may not have my credit card number or address either. Maybe someday I'll get on social media once I become rich enough to be a reviewer.
Okay, cool.
Someday. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Trent, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Where can we find you, man?
Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for having me. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Trent5.
Nice. All right, and you can find me, Victory Saber 77, at Twitter, YouTube, Victory Saber 77, and Facebook is the Victory Saber 77. Remember, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right here is the Aftercast. If you want to be on, the link is on my Facebook page. Just click on it, as long as you have a Google Plus account, so you can log in. Show up here. We'll talk weird stuff. Hopefully, it won't creep you out and won't get you out of the collecting fandom. But we're here. So thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it, and we will see you next week.